From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into The Horse's Mouth here at my bar at Tommy Mac's, where old friends, new friends, and all kinds of friends have a seat and grab a beverage, get a chance to tell their story. It's Campo's Corner time because Coach Dave Campo is back after a great summer break. Great to have him back. Brought to our good friends at All Dry Services of Southeast Jacksonville. We're going to talk a little golf. We're going to talk a little philanthropic work, maybe a little radio. We got a great panel lined up for you, so let's welcome them in. First up is Tim Crosby, retired executive at PGA Tour and involved with a lot of philanthropic work. Great to have you back. Tim, how are you?
I'm doing great. Good
life
to be
good? Retire life good? Do you ever really retire?
No. You end up working hard, and you don't get any tangible benefit, but it feeds your soul.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's worth more than you can even guess.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome. Joe C's here. Joe Cowart. I know you two know each other from the golfing world.
It's good. Right? The amount of people that give their time in this community,
it's unbelievable.
Last time I saw Joe, we were with Amanda Balionis doing an event at the PGA Tour Superstore.
Now, it's going back.
Mike Bluebon was there too, so we had an interesting.
That's awesome.
Back in time.
That's awesome. Coach Campo, how are you, my man? Welcome back. What do you got? The '93 ring on this time?
Yeah,
we're not going to let anybody fumble it like last time.
Well, it's the end of mini camp, so I figure it's ready for regular ball. So I decided to wear it today.
Flash.
Yes, absolutely.
I tell you, when you talk of PGA, you talk philanthropic and charity work, but that doesn't get talked about enough. How much is raised every year for charities through the Players' Championships? It's astounding, millions and millions of dollars that was helping people out.
What the Players has done for Northeast Florida, it goes beyond the golf thing. And the PGA Tours, it's in excess of $2 billion through 3 years. And I remember when we made a big deal out when I was working there. We hit the $1 billion mark, and it took them about a third of the time since then to get to $2 billion. But it's important because the Players doesn't just support things that they're involved with every day. It's a lot of smaller charities that depend on those grants every year.
Sure, absolutely.
And there are so many worthy, terrific charities in our area. And it's great that golf is giving back like that.
Yeah, well, you see it firsthand, Joe, right? I mean, with all the work you do.
Just specifically for the Players, over 2,000 volunteers are there.
Yeah, right.
And you wonder how in the world do they give up their time? Because they give up their time for their charity.
That's right.
And it's a great alignment tool for the tour to do it. And like Tim said, the PGA Tour, you can add up all the other professional sports combined, and they give more.
Yeah. Wow. No, right. Yeah. Every year, too, man. It's absolutely incredible. Fantastic. So, retired from the PGA Tour, but how do you, when you look back, what was some favorite moments of yours? What would you say?
My first job was a dream job. I was a media director for the Senior Tour, which is basically like SID.
Yeah.
And it was a traveling Hall of Fame. It was Palmer, it was Chi-Chi, it was Player. This was about to turn 50.
The 19th hole would be the best.
I met my wife through Arnold Palmer.
Oh, did you really?
A few people who can say that Arnold Palmer introduced them to his wife. So I'm blessed for that.
That's awesome.
So and it was a great job. I was single, so travel didn't bother me. We had 38 tournaments that first year. I think I worked 37 of them.
Wow.
So you're living out of the suitcase. But it was a dream come true for me. Having grown up at Augusta, these are the guys I grew up watching play the Masters when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool.
That was
I got stories. I got a lot of stories. We don't have time for
No, but that's a good lead off.
Yeah, no kidding.
But that's the one that obviously sticks in my mind. We've been married 35 years, so it's
congratulations. All right, so I know you're doing you're on different boards, little philanthropic work. You never really retired, right? Sea Mark Ranch is near and dear to your heart. Talk about that.
Well, I morphed into nonprofit through originally Sherry Duval. David Duval's her stepson, and Bobby, her husband.
They used to live across the street from me on Margaret Street in Neptune Beach.
I remember that. And Sherry, I worked for Canines for Warriors for 5 years. And Sherry passed. I stayed on for another couple of years. And then I got involved with the Boys and Girls Clubs here, which, by the way, people don't realize the impact they have.
Yeah.
We have 60 clubs in Northeast Florida, and they oversee, and they 5,000 or 6,000 kids every day.
Wow. Awesome.
But Sea Mark Ranch is in Clay County, just west of Green Cove Springs. It's 400 acre. It's literally a farm where we have kids from homes in crisis come and live on the campus with families. We have 6 beautiful homes. And they do everything from education to actually learning how to operate a farm, how to live in a family environment.
Okay. Cool.
And the ultimate goal is to get them back on their feet in the right direction and have a chance at a great future. We have equine therapy, we have a literal farm, and all kinds of other things where the kids get a chance to work together and be a family.
That's awesome.
The interesting thing is I was in 12 college football jobs, right? 12 different cities, areas of the country, plus 3 NFL teams. There is not a better community than this one for doing what you're doing with those charities, with the J funds, with
everything.
all of the things that are done in this community. And that's one of the reasons we came back here, the people.
People are incredibly generous, and candidly, we're all talking to the same corporate people and the same major donors.
That's
they
right.
all support. Mr. and Mrs. Weaver from day one
Oh, yeah, they're great.
of us. And we're lucky we're here. We're very lucky.
For sure.
Yeah.
As we wrap up, and I'm only asking because I really don't know the answer, and you guys can both answer it. Coach, you can if you want as well, if you know. But is everything A-OK and died down between the tour and live and all that, or is that still no? I'm seriously, I don't have any idea. That's why I'm asking.
It's still out there.
It's still an issue.
But I think it's ultimately going to come together. It has to.
Yeah.
You got the best players playing this week at the U.S. Open. Today's the opening round of the U.S. Open.
That's right.
And in the majors, the best players play.
Right.
For the most part. It's going to work out. It's better than it was 2 years or a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But it's still it's money.
Yep.
It's egos. I don't mean individual egos, but collectively.
Yep.
And we just got to find a way to get it back together.
Well, the players is always attended by the top golfers in the world, right? Every single year.
There's
fantastic.
Look, I'm partial to the Masters because I grew up in Augusta, and the 4 majors are what they are. But the players, if it doesn't supplant the PGA Championship, it should be added as a major championship.
Yeah.
Players love it. The hospitality second to none.
Yeah.
The charity impact.
For sure.
And now they got the galleries up.
Yeah.
To where it's very much like it's not Phoenix, but it's a little more measured. But it's where it needs to be. And I applaud the team that's up there now. Lee Smith has done a remarkable job.
I just played golf with him at a charity event. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Really
By the way,
cool
last week he played. My daughter who works for the tour, was out doing the video on this. Rafael Nadal was here.
Oh wow!
And he played 36 holes. I think Lee played with him.
Wow!
That's a good, goofy swing, but he's a 5 handicap.
Wow!
But pretty
awesome. Tim, thanks for being here.
Tom,
and keep up the great work, man. Really appreciate it, buddy.
You.
Yeah,
thanks.
big time. All right. Hey, make sure you check out Tim's profile. You see Joe C. Coach Campo is there as well. DailyNewsNetwork.com website. Hey, and if you're out there looking for a charity to maybe be a part of, check out Seamark Ranch and see if that fits how you want to help people out, or whatever charities out there. As we said, we are a giving community, and it's so awesome to be a small part of it. Until next time, y'all stay safe, y'all stay cool. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
All right.
My name is Todd Marshall, and I own All Dry Services of Southeast Jacksonville. We serve all of Northeast Florida. Every day our business is doing the more mundane, but yet sometimes catastrophic issues. These can be plumbing leaks, they can be sewage backups. A bathtub overflows, somebody leaves the sink running. So we have a 24/7 response. If you call us, you're going to get a live person, and you try to get out there as quick as possible so that we can minimize the damage.